Jamestown felon Michael Burham led police on yet another manhunt after escaping from a Warren County jail earlier in the month. Now, Burham is being held in Erie County Prison to face charges in Pennsylvania, while officials in New York State are still collecting evidence. Our Alyssa Wright has more.
We had coordinated with Pennsylvania so that they would go first, so that Mr. Burham remained in custody while we developed our case. About 11 days ago, I think, or 12 days ago, Mr. Burham, who was being held in the Warren County jail, had escaped, and which was caught all of us off guard and by surprise. You know, it's not something that we would ever expect to happen, but nevertheless, it did happen. And fortunately, he was just taken back into custody Saturday evening, this past Saturday, and thankfully it was without any violence. There was no bloodshed. Everybody is safe.
So far, Burham has not been formally charged.
You know, I only know what everybody else knows, you know, that he seemed to, you know, access the roof area through, you know, whatever recreation equipment was available, maybe a pull-up bar or something like that. It's a little shocking to us that something like that could occur, and at that time of day, which was, you know, very late in, you know, in the day. So it's hard for me to speak about it because honestly, you know, it's outside of our jurisdiction. So we would leave it to Warren County to explain that further.
The exact details of Burham's escape have not yet been released.
Well, look, we haven't charged anything yet, but we certainly are focused on the Kayla's homicide. So that would give rise on the face of things to a murder in the second degree charge, which is a charge that's appropriate when someone intentionally causes the death of another person. And that's the charge that we are focused on. He is our primary suspect here. You know, we're not dealing with a charge that we take very lightly. I'd rather go forward, you know, with all my evidence, you know, intact, and that's why we're very deliberate and mindful about how we proceed here. We want to be smart. You know, we only get one shot at this, and we're going to be very careful about when we level that shot.
In the end, Schmidt is hoping to see the end of the case soon.
We don't have a lot of resources here in Chautauqua County. We don't have our own crime lab. We're a modest community. So we rely on the services of New York State Police. They've been terrific. But because that's outside of our control, it's hard to anticipate, but I'm predicting that I'll be in grand jury on this case within about a month.
WNY News Now will continue to provide updates as they become available. Alyssa Wright, WNY News Now.